This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so in the last session, we discussed about that Jenkins CLI. So I hope you guys gone through that the scripts which I have shared, and you guys gone through. You guys has practiced at this Jenkins CLI, right? No issues, right? So then we'll discuss about the Jenkins backup. Okay, see, in one of the interviewer asked like this one. One junior resource has joined today in our project, and we provided that access to the Jenkins. So he logged in, and while updating some job configurations, he messed up the things. Then how we are going to restore it? So he uninstalled some plugins, right? Did some configurations and all. How we are going to restore it? So if we have the backup, then easily can able to restore it, right? Otherwise, it's not possible, right? So how to take the backup first? How to take the backup? So for that one, we are going to some plugins. Okay, so go to that Jenkins, manage Jenkins. See, if you want to install a plugin, what we are going to do? We are going to click on manage plugins. Go to the available tab. Here search with that just simple with backup. See here, once we search with the backup, many plugins are coming, right? So backup or restore your Hudson configuration files. Thin backup the most important global and job specific configuration files. Periodic backup or restore your Jenkins configuration files. Right, backup and interrupt job plugin. Prepare Jenkins for restart. So Google Cloud backup. See, various plugins are there here, but we have one more another plugin, Google Cloud backup. See, using this Google Cloud plugin backup, you can take the backup, store in your local and cloud storage. Local means where your Jenkins server is installed in that Linux server. We can take the backup. That is called a local backup. If you want to store in cloud server, you can store that backup also. So for that one, you can use this Google Cloud backup. But using these plugins, thin backup, you are not able to store into the cloud servers. You can store into the same Linux server where your Jenkins is running. So this thin backup plugin is having good features than others. So we are going to install this particular plugin, thin backup plugin, and we are going to use it. Click on install without restart. So once we install this one, you are going to see one option called as a thin backup. So plugin has installed successfully. Now go to the dashboard. So where we can see that one, thin backup plugin. So click on manage Jenkins. Just scroll down. See here, thin backup. Under uncategorized, you will see here thin backup. Right. Click on this one, thin backup. If you see here, three options: backup now, restore, settings. So if you click on backup now, it is going to take the backup. So did we configure which files we need to take the backup? After taking the backup, where we need to store? We didn't configure those options. So once if you configure those options, then you can click on that backup now, so that it will take the backup. Where we are going to do those settings, you will see here one option called as settings. Right, click on this settings. Here you can configure all the options. Backup directory. Okay, so guys, if you are not clear about that field, if you see here right side, one help feature is there. Click on this question mark. See, specify the backup directory. The Hudson process needs to write access to this directory. Means whatever the directory we are going to create, that directory should be accessible by your Jenkins user, because your Jenkins is running with the Jenkins user. Yes or no? So now what we are going to do? We are going to connect to the Linux server where your Jenkins is running. There we are going to create a one directory. Right. In that directory, we are going to keep these backups. Okay. So just type exit, log out. I have connected to the other server. So go to desktop. There you will see that backup. There you will see that EC2 PEM files. PEM files. Right. So now you can execute this command. So it has connected. Right. So now we'll create. So switch to the root user, or with this one also you can switch to go to that Jenkins home directory /var lib Jenkins. Right. So here I am going to create a one directory, mkdir Jenkins backup. So it is saying that permission denied. So what we have to do? Use that sudo. Why? Because EC2-user have the sudo access. Now if you go and see here in this particular directory, Jenkins backup directory has created. But if you see, it has created with the root credentials, root username and root password, root group. But your Jenkins is running with the Jenkins user. Right. So now what we have to do? Change the username and group for this particular directory. So if you want to change the username group for this particular directory, which command we are going to use? chown change owner -r recursively username Jenkins :Jenkins username group name. Then for which directory? Jenkins backup. Okay, hit enter. So use that sudo. Right. So it has changed that one. Now if you go and type ls-l, if you see here for this particular directory, Jenkins backup, change the username group name. Now go inside that Jenkins backup and see nothing is there. Take this path. Okay, take this path, copy, go here, Jenkins, and keep it. So if you don't want this help, again click on this one, so it will disappear. Okay, it is going to disappear. So we'll come back this one. backup schedule for full backups, backup schedule for differential backups. See, and here we need to give that just forward slash you have to give. So -1 maximum number of backup sets. It is -1. -1 means n number of files, infinity. But I don't want to keep all the backups. I don't want to keep that all the backups. I want last 5 backups. So mention that 5, right? So after 5 backups, what will happen? If 6th backup is took, what happened? So the first whatever the backup we took, it is going to delete. So the recent 5 backups it is going to maintain, right? So what files we need to take the backup? See here, some checkboxes are there. Whatever the backup you want, user content, next build number, plugins. So suppose if you want some additional files, enable this checkbox and specify that path, which one you want to take. Okay. Clean up differential backups. We'll discuss later this one. Move old backups to zip file. Okay. We'll take later. So right now it is going to take the full backups. Okay. So what we did? So where we need to store that backup, how many backup sets we need to maintain. So what are the files we need to take the backup. So these are the configurations we configure. Click on save. Now see, still we didn't take any backup. Just we have configured that configurations, backup configurations. Now if you go on, click on here, backup now. Click on backup now. So now what will happen? It is going to create a one directory inside this particular directory with the directory name full. This is the timestamp, date. See here, year 2021, month 10th, date 7, 2 o'clock, 21 minutes. Right. So it will create a one directory like this one, and it is going to keep that backup. So if you go inside that file directory, and if you see n number of configuration files, see jobs directory, plugins directory, user content, so all the backup it took, right? And it is going to keep into that particular directory. Okay. So now again if I go and click on this one, backup now, it will take one more backup. If you go and see here, just type ls, see one more backup is there. So if I click on immediately n number of times, is it going to take that n number of backups? No. So within that minute, just type ls now, see it is not taking backup. Within that minute, if you click on n number of times also, it is not going to take the backup. What will happen? It is going to override the content. It is going to override the content. So once minute has passed, now see 7:53 7 seconds. Now if you go and see, if you click on this one, it will take the backup. Go here, just type ls, see it took the backup. So within this 7:53, n number of times if you click on also, it is not going to take the backup. Clear? So now if you see here, it is creating the directories. but I need to create a zip file so that we can save the size. Na? See, if you don't create a zip file, assume it is taking that 1 GB. If you create a zip file, it may be like 2 M, 20 MB, like that it is going to occupy. Yes or no? Now, for that one, see here, go to the settings, see here, move old backups to zip files. Move old backups to zip files. Save it. Now, you can go here, click on backup now. So in this case, what will happen? It will take the backup, and the old backups are there. Na? Those backups, it is going to create the zip files. Now, go here, just type ls and see. See, these directories has created the backup. Means that it has created the zip files. See, total 4 is there right now. So after once minute has crossed, so now it's 7:55. Just now it has crossed. So 3 zip files are there, 1 folder is there. So now once if you go and click on that one, so for this one it is going to create a zip file. So the latest one, it is going to be in the drive only, the directory only. Click on backup now. So now what will happen? It will create a one folder, means one directory, there it is going to keep. So old directory is going to create the zip file. Okay. So now if you go and type ls for this particular directory, it is going to create a zip file, and one directory will see. See here, this is the another directory. Now total how many directories are there? How many backups are there? 5 backups are there. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Right. So now if I go and click on that manually backup now, what will happen? It will take the backup, and it is going to remove this one. It is going to remove this one. Right. Now go here, click on backup now. I have clicked on backup now. So now you can go here, just type ls. Just if you observe that, so do we have this one? No, it has deleted because we have configured that only the 5 backups. Right. So that's why it has deleted the old one. The recent 5 backups only it is going to maintain. So Sunil is asking, hi Bhaskar, good morning. In Jenkins, we are having an environment. We are initiate a job. Once after successful run, it will be sending email to the client. They will should review and approve it. Then our team should proceed further. So directly through Jenkins, that procedure is not possible. For this one, you can use that any deployment tool. So we were using that urban code deploy. Same thing. So we are going to initiate that build. We are going to click on that build now. So it will first it will take send a email notification to that the product owner, means the project means the client. Once he will approve, then build is going to trigger automatically. So for that one, we are using that urban code deploy. One tool is the deployment tool. We configured all those things. Okay, but only with the Jenkins it is not possible. So Chandan is asking, can we give the custom name to the backup folder? No, it will take like this one only. So Nitin is, can we use a script to take backup Jenkins and compress it? Yes. See, just you can write a one shell script. Take that backup, whatever the files you want, and create a one zip file. Can we add that backup files to that AWS S3? Maybe we need to explore. Definitely it will be there. We need to explore. We didn't try that one. So we are taking in the local backup only. Means in the server like this one only we are taking right now. Okay. So now if you see, right now, manually we are going clicking on backup now, backup now. But it is very difficult, right? Manually operating this one. We need to automate it. We need to schedule this backup so that at particular time it is going to take the backup. How to do it for that one? Very simple. See here, backup schedule for full backups. Backup schedule for full backups. Backup schedule for differential backups. Here, two options are there, right? So here, full backups means every time it will take full backup. Differential backup means from last backup to so far, whatever that updates are there, that backup only it is going to take. If you take the differential backups, right? So now we will go into the full backups only. So what I am going to do, I am going to give the 5 stars. What will happen if you give the 5 stars here? Every minute it is going to trigger and it will take the backup. Okay. So now if you see, only these backups are there, na? 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Right. So after some time, if you go and see, you don't want to click on manually backup now. So automatically it is going to take the backup. Why? Because we have configured that schedule, right? So whatever the interval you have configured, that particular interval, every time it is going to take the backup. Okay. Just type now ls and see. So still it is not triggered. Wait some time. Just type ls. See now, just observe that. So there is no 22. 22 has deleted. And if here this directory was there, now it see it took that. Okay. So automatically it is taking. So Chandan is asking, can we schedule every time when build is successful? See, Baya, you have n number of jobs are there. Yes or no? If each job build is successful, then you want to take the backup means it is not possible, right? We are not going to do like that one. Okay. So whatever the schedule time you want, we are going to take. So we are using that every 30 minutes. I think 100 backup sets we are maintaining. So Purushottam is asking in real time when we usually take the backups our Jenkins servers. So we are taking every 30 minutes and I think 100 backup sets we are maintaining. Clear? So like this guys, we are going to take the backup. So if you want to restore, click on restore. So whatever the backup sets are there, it is going to display here. So select those backups and you can restore it. So like this, we are going to take the Jenkins backup and we are going to restore it. Clear guys? Next one is migration. Migraine or migration? Because of your classes, we are getting migraine. Correct, na? Hmm? No. So migration. See, I have a one Jenkins server. So means I have one Linux server. So here we have installed that Jenkins. So here we have created that 100 jobs in this Jenkins server. So Sunil is asking at the time of backup schedule, if any builds is running, how the backup will be considered and taken a running job. So it will take the backup. Whatever that backup is there, that time it is going to take. So now whatever the Linux server which we are using, they are charging more. So assume we purchased this Linux server from the AWS. AWS guys are charging more. So now Microsoft Azure, right? They are giving with very less cost. So assume I have purchased one Linux server from the Amazon. Sorry, Microsoft Azure, MS Azure. Now I want to move all these Jenkins jobs to this Linux server because this Linux server is going to be delete this year end, December. Before that, I need to migrate all my jobs to new Jenkins server. How we are going to do it? So first, what you have to do? Install that whatever the Jenkins version we have installed in this current Linux server, same version you can install here. Install that same Jenkins version. Okay. Then stop the server. After successfully installed, you can stop the server. Okay. So once if you install Jenkins server, you are going to see that Jenkins directory, né? Jenkins home directory /varlib Jenkins. So take the backup for this particular directory. So underscore back. So like this, you can take the backup for this particular. So here also directory is there, na? In var directory. In var directory, lib Jenkins is there, na? So what this Jenkins directory contains? This Jenkins directory contains all our Jenkins configuration files, all the directories and all. Just copy this directory to here /varlib. And some configuration files are there, na? In etc directory, etc sysconfig. That one also you can configure here. Then restart the Jenkins server. Right. So automatically all the jobs are going to restore into this new Jenkins server. Right. So this is one way of migrating the Jenkins server from one server to another server. Suppose assume we don't have the access to this Linux server. Then we are not able to connect to this Linux server. Then what to do? It's very simple. So guys, we got this kind of requirement many times, even for our students. Our student means some guys are going to ask, na, sir, we need the support. So like that, two of the guys recently means 8 months back, they came up with this requirement. Okay. So even in my company also, one of my colleague, he got this requirement. So unfortunately, we don't have access to this Linux server. Then what I did, I have explored and I gone through that plugins. So we have one plugin name called as job import plugin. Job import plugin. So using this plugin, you can import the plugins, import the jobs from one Jenkins server to another Jenkins server. Import the jobs from one Jenkins server to another Jenkins server. Right. So go here, go to the YouTube channel. So go to that playlist. So see here, go to the Jenkins playlist. I have created one video, Jenkins job import plugin. So I hope you guys gone through this job config history plugin. Yes or no? This is very useful plugin, guys. In my all Jenkins servers, we have installed this one. This is very important plugin. Okay, same way this one also. Job import plugin is there. Na? This is also very important plugin. Go through this one. So when you will get the requirement, you don't know, right? So if you know all these things, then easily can able to do it. Clear? So Nitin was asking, sir, if SonarKube is making our project as a failed, I want to mark job also failed in the Jenkins. So for this one, go through this video, Nitin. So guys, along with our classroom classes, our classes, you guys go through these videos also. These videos also very important. Okay. So Nitin is saying I have gone through it. So not only gone through, you have to do the practice also. Practice also very important. Okay, clear. Try this one. Jenkins job import plugin. Clear, guys? Okay. Next one is Jenkins shared libraries. Shared libraries. See, we have some Jenkins files. The pipeline scripts are there. I want to reuse it. See, in one of the interview, they asked this question. So you have 5 microservices are there. For five microservices, you want to implement that continuous integration, continuous delivery. Are you going to write that? That 5 services also it's kind of same uh, requirement, same stages we need. So that time, are you going to write that 5 Jenkins files? No, we are going to use the same that pipeline script. We are going to reuse, right? So reusing that Jenkins file, how? Using the shared libraries concept. So Jagan is asking, sir, can we also backup user details and plugin installed on old Jenkins server? So if you want to take up that old Jenkins server backup, all the plugins under, this is a very good option. How? Migrating that the full directory. Okay. So if you want simply just get the backup, jobs backup. Okay. You can go and use this job import plugin. Okay. So using this plugin, just you can import the plugins on that jobs only. All the users details, all those things we are not going to get it. Okay. So using this Jenkins shared libraries concept, we can reuse the pipeline script. So for that one, what you have to do, you have to follow the 3 steps. Step 1. So I hope you guys already have this document. Na? I have shared with you guys. Jenkins shared libraries is the concept of having common pipeline code in various version control system that can be used by any number of pipelines just by referring it. In fact, multiple teams can use the same library for their pipelines. Okay, so if you want to reuse, we are going to use that shared libraries concept. So step 1, first create a this directory structure, src vars resources. Means first create that script, which script we want to reuse in multiple places. Okay, create that script. So see that script should be this directory structure. Okay, src directory should be there, vars directory, resources. So it is not a mandatory src directory, but this vars directory should be mandatory. So in the src directory, we are going to keep some groovy source files. In vars directory, we are going to keep some groovy script on here also, but some global variables, whatever it is going to use it. And resource, some external libraries, some resource files, we are going to keep it. Okay, so like this, first we need to create this shared library directory. So if you go and see in our GitHub organization, click on repositories. So if you see here, Jenkins shared libraries, this one, I have created one repository, Jenkins shared libraries, this one. So this is a public one. Don't go to here. This is a private one. You are not able to access it. First of all, it is not going to show you this repository. Right? Click on Jenkins shared libraries. This repository. So if you see here, we have one directory called as vars. Right? So here I have created that two scripts, build.groovy, stages.groovy. Okay. So I want to reuse this script in my pipeline Jenkins file. So for n number of jobs, you can reuse this one. So that's why we're calling shared libraries. Shared libraries. So this is the step 1. So after step 1, how to configure? Add GitHub shared library repository to the Jenkins. How to configure? Very simple. So go to the Jenkins main configuration page. How to go to the Jenkins configuration page? See here, manage Jenkins, configure system, manage Jenkins, configure system. Click on configure system. So Nitin is asking, do we have to manually create the directory structure? Yes, create the directory structure using any version control system, any IDE like Visual Studio Code or Eclipse. Create that files and push to the remote repository. Okay, so just scroll down. You will see here global pipeline libraries. Global pipeline libraries. Right. So here, see, shared libraries available to any pipeline jobs running on the system. These libraries will be trusted, meaning they run without any sandbox restrictions and they use at the red graph. Okay, so just click on this add. So here, name, library name, give any name. So I'm going to give MSS shared libs. Guys, you can give any name. This name, you can give any name. So default version. So here you have to give the branch name. See, if you don't know about this input box, click on this one. Default version of library to load a script does not select another. Might be a branch name, tag, commit, hash, etc. according to the SCM. So usually here we are going to give the branch name. See, right now my code is in which branch? Main branch. My code is in the main branch. Right. So give that branch name main. So retrieval method, modern SCM. So we have legacy SCM, modern SCM. So modern SCM, select the Git and give the repository URL. Right. So where your pipeline script is there. Click on repository name. So click on code, copy. So go here, repository URL and credentials. Give this one. Right. So like this, you can configure n number of shared libraries repository URLs here. Right. So you have given one name, MSS shared libraries. Like that, you can add one more and give that another name, give the branch name, give the repository URL from where we need to get that one. Right. So right now only one repository is there. So that's why we have configured this one. Click on save. This is the step 2. So step 1 is first creating that shared library. Step 2 is configure that shared libraries repository URL with the Jenkins server. See here, give any name and branch name. Modern SCM, I have explained in detail way here. Okay, this is the step 1. Step 2. Step 3, how to access those shared libraries from our pipeline script. So go here, create a job. So I'm going to give it Jenkins shared libs, shared libraries demo. So create that pipeline. So guys, if you want to use that pipeline shared libraries, you are going to create a job using the pipeline only. So now onwards, forget about that freestyle Maven and all. So do more practice on pipeline only. Click on pipeline, click on OK. So now I want to import that shared libraries so that in that repository, whatever the script is there, na, that one I can use in my pipeline script. Right. How to import it? So for that one, we are going to use that @library, LIBRARY. So give the parenthesis, within that parenthesis. So whatever the name you have given na, while configuring, what is the name we have given? That repository, shared libraries repository. While configuring, we have given one name, MSS shared libs. MSS shared libs. Then space underscore. So guys, this is the syntax @library. So whatever the name you have configured, that one space underscore. See here, @library within the single quotes, whatever the name you have configured, space underscore. Right. So like that you can configure. Then you can write your pipeline script. Right. So now, so I'm going to write my pipeline script using the declarative way. So for that one, we are going to use pipeline, flower bracket open, close. So here we are going to write the script. So here, first agent any, agent any means it is going to run in the master instance. Then I'm going to get the code. If you want to get the code, first you need to write the stages, right? So for that one, stages, flower bracket open, close. Here we are going to write that n number of stages. So what is the first stage? Stage checkout code, checkout code, flower bracket open, close. So here we are going to use the steps, steps. Okay. So here we need to keep that script for getting the code from that particular repository where you want to get the code for this one. Okay. So duplicate the tab. So I want to go to this repository organization. So for this job, for this repository, we need to do the build. Copy this path, go to the snippet generator, git colon git, give the repository URL, branch name. So which branch you want to select that branch, credentials. So take this one. Okay. Right. So after getting code, after getting the code, what we need to do? We need to do the build. So for doing the build, I have written some code. I can reuse that code. So what we are going to do? We are going to write so another stage. So this is the stage. So within this stage, we are not supposed to write. Right after this stage, we have to write stage. So what is the next stage? Build. Flower bracket open, close. So here you can use that mvn clean package. But instead of that one, I have written one some code. If you call that code, it is going to do the build. Okay. So if you go to the shared library, click on where's, see here, build. Right. So if I pass the package for this one, so here I have written that some groovy script here. See, def is the keyword. Using this one, we are going to create a function call. This function, it is expecting that string as a parameter, right? So here I want to use, I want to call this one package. So if you want to use this shared libraries, so whatever that file names are there, na, those file names you have to use it. If you see here, see, we got the code. Then here we are using that under steps stages. So here stages.groovy, like that build.groovy is there. So if you want to refer this code snippet which is there inside build.groovy, you have to use that build. So go here. So write that steps, cover bracket open, close. Okay, right? So here instead of writing sh mvn clean package, what I am going to do, I will remove this one. Whatever the code snippet it is there, na, I want to reuse this one inside that build.groovy. So if you want to refer this code snippet, we are going to use like this one, build cloud bracket and this one parenthesis open. So here we are going to pass that value. So here it is expecting one parameter. Suppose if I pass that package, okay. So here if I pass that package, what will happen? It will go to this particular script build. See here, it is going to check with which is going to equals whatever the string you are passing, na, it is going to check clean no, compile no, test no, package. So it is going to execute this one. So just here I'm explaining that sample content. Okay, I'm showing that how we have to use that shared libraries concept. Here I'm explaining very basic content, guys. In the real time it will be the advanced scripts are will be there. Subramanian is asking, in build package, build refers file name. Yes, build.groovy. See here, whatever I'm using here, na builder, it is going to refer this particular file name, build.groovy. So if you want to refer the code in the stages, you have to use the stages. So here I use it, na, see here, stages build. Right. So now what I use, I did that build and this one I'm passing. So it is a string, na, you have to use within the double quotes, not the single quote. Okay, so now what will happen? It will get the code, then it is going to do the build. Let's see. Click on build now. So click on this one. Click on console output. See. So what it is saying? It got the code. Then when it is executing mn clean package, it is giving the error. Then what to do, guys? We are getting that error code 127. What is the error code for 127? It will represent command not found. So here it is executing mvn. Then what is the solution? So go to your job. We need to add one section, na? Tools. So here tools maven space within the single quotes, whatever the version you are using, whatever version you have configured, maven 3.6.2. So def keyword we are going to use in, if it is a scripted pipeline, we are using that declarative way. So we are going to the tools section, save it. Now it is going to work. Click on build now. Now definitely build is going to be happen. See, build is successful. Right. So click on console output and see here, build is successful. It has created a package, the var file. Yes or no? So like this, whatever that code is there, you can reuse. Suppose just if you want to simply compile, what we have to do? Compile. You can pass this. So guys, here whatever clean compile is there, na, we have written. We can give any name here. Whatever the name you are giving, same name you have to use it. So just if you want to compile, go here, click on configure. So just copy paste this one, compile. Any name you can give here. But here you have to give exactly compile. Whatever the name you have given here, na, whatever the name you have given here, na, exactly you have to give here. So it is going to call build.groovy. Inside the build.groovy, whatever that is there, na, function, it is going to call. Okay, save it. So if you want, you can comment this one, slash star star slash. So now it is going to do that compile only. Save it. Click on build now. See, console output. See, just it has compiled. Okay, compile only. Right. So like this, guys, you can write n number of files here, and you can reuse it. See here I have written that stages.groovy. So build stage. Okay, then sonar keep report, upload artifact into nexus. So like that I have written n number of. So let me reuse this one. So if you want to reuse this one, configure. So now what we have to do? So comment, uncommented. Build. Instead of build, what we are going to do? Whatever the name we have given here, stages. Stages. So if you want to do the build, you can pass this one. Same way, copy paste this stage, execute, sonar keep, report. So here what we need to pass? Stages, this one, sonar keep, report. So guys, exactly whatever you have given that name, na, in the stages.groovy file, exactly you have to give. Same way, copy paste this one, this stage, change the name, execute, upload, artifact into nexus. So here stages, whatever the you have configured, see, upload into nexus. You have to copy. See, if you call this one, it is going to execute this one. That's all. So like this, n number of stages you can configure here, and you can reuse here. Save it. Now you can do that build. So it will do the build, it will execute the sonar keep report, then it will upload into nexus. Build is over. It is executing the sonar keep report. If you want, you can see that output, console output. See, sonar keep report is successfully done. Now it is uploading artifact into artifact repository. It is successful. So all the stages is successful. See now, executing sonar keep report, uploading into artifact. So like this, guys, you can reuse the existing Groovy script. using the shared libraries concept. Clear? So here I have explained in detail way. You can go to this one. See, yesterday or day before yesterday, we discussed about that build with parameters. Build with parameters. So in the pipeline script also, you can use that build with parameters. See here, parameters, string, whatever that name, choice parameter, name, branch name we are giving na choices, that branches names you can use it. How to refer these things? See here, params dot branch name, params dot branch name, right? So Nitin is asking, can we download from proxy repository by editing pom.xml, right? Yes, you can download from proxy repository. Okay, so guys, so like this you can use the choice parameter, that build with parameters in your pipeline script also. Okay, refer this one. So here it's a double quotes is mandatory. See, I have written important note. Clear? So anybody have any questions, guys? So guys, you guys go through these things and all, because it is also a very important topic nowadays. In the interview they are asking. Okay, so they are asking the steps how you are going to use the shared libraries. Can explain. First we need to develop the shared libraries and keep that one into the Jenkins uh, GitHub repository. Then configure that repository in the Jenkins, where manage Jenkins configure system, your Jenkins configuration page. Then whatever the name you have configured, that one you can use in the pipeline script using the @library annotation. This is annotation. @library is a one annotation to import that shared libraries. So whatever the name you have configured, with that name you have to give space underscore. Okay, so like this you can import, then you can start reusing that script in your pipeline script. Clear? So shared libraries concept we are going to use to reuse the existing pipeline script. Clear? So the last topic is CI/CD for Node.js project. So already I have created one recorded video and I have uploaded in YouTube channel. So if you want, you can go to that one, or you want me to explain it. CI/CD for Node.js project. I didn't add it here, but it is there. Click on videos. So here, if you see that CI/CD for Node.js project. So we discuss this one. Okay. So it may take 20 minutes or 30 minutes, no problem. Okay, right? I will explain. Hmm? See, if you want to implement that CI/CD for Node.js project, what you have to do? First, Node.js has to be installed, right? Node.js project also should be there. So anyway, we have Node.js project. If you go to our organization, you will see here Node.js app MSS. This one. This is the repository, right? Now we'll take this repository URL. Okay, then we are going to implement CI/CD for this particular repository. So go to your Jenkins dashboard, click on new item. Okay, so here create the job name Node.js CI/CD. Select that pipeline, click on OK. So here we are going to write the pipeline script, or you can write in the directly in the GitHub also. Then you can refer it. So I'm going to use that in the scripted way. You guys can try in the declarative way. So both are same. It's very easy, but not the same. If you know that one way, other way is very easy, right? Note, what is the first stage? We need to get the code. Stage one. What is the stage one? Check out code. So if you want to check out the code, we are going to use that repository URL. From which repository URL we need to get the code? Go to the snippet generator. So give that repository URL. So we have only one branch called as main branch, master branch. Then give the credential. Click on this one. Just if you observe here, do we have master branch? It is not there. See, git credentials ID. Just repository URL is there. Where is the branch name? No. But if you use that master one, click on this one. See, branch master one. So guys, if you use that master, it is not going to add, because even if you don't specify any branch name, by default it is going to take from master branch or main branch, right? So just try with main. See, branch main. So by default it is going to take the master branch. Okay, so right now my source code is there in the master branch. See here, only one branch is there, master. Okay, so take this one, keep it here. So once we'll get the code, what is the next stage? Stage, what is that? Build, right? So if you want to do the build, if it is a Java Maven Java project, what is the command we are going to use, guys? We are going to use that mvn clean package. If it is a Maven Java project, right? If it is a Node.js, if it is a Node.js, we are going to use that npm install. Npm install. So if you go and use this one, npm install, so sh space double quotes npm install. Let's see what will happen. Save it, click on build now. So it will get the code, but we are going to get when it's doing a build. See here, what is the error we are getting? Let's see, console output. We are getting that 127, line number 1, npm command not found. What do you mean by npm command not found? Node.js has to be installed where? In the Linux server where your Jenkins is running. So this is a Linux server where your Jenkins is running. Switch to the root user. Okay, if you go to my blog, so here I have explained how to install that Node.js in the Linux server RHEL. Okay, very simple steps. Just execute these two commands. That's all. So it's done. Then install that npm also. Node.js you have installed. Package manager also you have to install it. Okay. Now just you can check node-v npm-v. Okay, so it's installed. Sir, we call complete cd where we use Docker, Kubernetes, Ansible, right? Yes. See, without using Docker and Kubernetes also we can implement CD, continuous delivery, continuous deployment. I have explained in the demo. When we are going to use this Docker and Kubernetes, if you want to implement that microservices architecture, yes, right. So if it is not microservices architecture, if it is a monolithic, whatever the tools which we use so far, that is more enough for monolithic applications. This is more enough. See, when I started 5 years back career on DevOps, that time there is no Docker and Kubernetes. We were not using much. So whatever the tools so far I am explaining, that is more enough. 5 years back, if you know, till this one, you are the expert. But nowadays, everyone started developing the services, developing that applications using the microservices architecture. So you should use that Docker and Kubernetes. Right. So now, if you go and do the build, you are not going to get error. Do the build now. So here, if you execute mn clean package, whatever the dependencies you mention in form.xml, all the dependencies it is going to download and it is going to create a package. Yes or no? So here, all the dependencies we are going to keep in the which file? Package.json file. Package.json. So it is going to download, and where it is going to store? Anybody idea? Node underscore modules folder. Node underscore modules folder. Where this folder is going to store? As part of your project. So where your project code is available? Workspace. If you go to the workspace, there you will see that project source code will be there. Inside the source code, you will see that node modules. There it is going to keep all the dependencies. But here in form.xml, Maven local repository. Yes or no? Maven local repository it is going to store. Correct, na? Now go and see. Yes, see, build is success. If you want, you can go and see the console output. It is going to download that all the dependencies. Okay, build is successful. Okay, see here in your workspace, node.js jcd, there it is created one directory called as node underscore modules. Node underscore modules. Okay. So after doing the build, what we need to do? We need to execute the sonar keep report. So if it is a Maven Java project, we are going to execute that mvn sonar:sonar. Yes or no? So where sonar keep server details we are going to configure if it is a Maven Java project? Form.xml. If it is a Node.js, we are going to create a one file called as sonar-project.js. What is the command we are going to execute? npm run sonar. So I have configured this one. I will show you now. So go to your repository. If you see here, sonar-project.js. Click on this one. Okay. Click on edit icon. So here you have to configure the sonar keep server URL. So if you see, take this your sonar keep server URL. Then username, password. So username, password, admin. So these are the correct credentials. I'm going to commit the changes. So your SonarKeep server details you have to configure in the sonar-project.js. Okay. So see here, if you want to execute the SonarKeep report, you can use npm run sonar or node sonar-project.js. So whatever the file name you have given, use this one, run a node sonar-project.js or npm run sonar. So I have configured this keyword sonar, where if you go and see package.json, if you see here sonar node sonar-project.js. So directly you can use this command, or you can configure one keyword alias name. So this is alias name now. So this alias name you can use like this one, npm run sonar, however you want. Okay, so now you can go here, your job, click on configure, stage, execute, SonarKeep report. Sir, instead of installing Node.js in the Linux server where your Jenkins is running, is it possible to install that in the Jenkins server itself, like Maven we have installed now? Yes. How? So first save it. So how we have installed that Maven? Manage Jenkins, global tool configuration. If you see here, we have Maven. Like that, we need to see Node.js. Do we have Node.js? No. Then how we are going to do it? Without seeing Node.js here, how we are going to configure? You have to install the plugin. So go to the Manage Jenkins, Manage Plugins, Available tab. So if you are not familiar that particular plugin name, just search with Node.js. See, automatically it is going to come without install restarting. Just install Node.js plugin. It's installing. It's successful. Now go to that Manage Jenkins. See that global tool configurations. See here Node.js. Click on Add Node.js. Give the name, any name. So I'm going to give Node.js 16.110.0. This is the version. So if you want to install different version, select it, whatever you want. Save it. So now, whatever the version I I have configured, that one I need to use it. So for that one, go to that where is that Node.js? Go to job, click on configure. Here, instead of directly executing like this one, we are going to use one function called as Node.js. Okay, here you have to use Node.js. Okay, Node.js capital letter, installation name, colon, within the single quotes. So guys, here see Node.js is the one function. Inside that installation name, the property name, install in Node.js installation name, JSI capital letter and N capital letter. And here, whatever the name you have configured, Node.js 16.10.0. This is the version you have configured, na? Yes or no? Flower bracket open, close. So here you can use that sh. Okay. Now npm run sonar. So if you don't use this one, it is going to use the default version, which is whatever you have installed in the Linux server. Yes or no? So like this, you can use various Node.js versions also like Maven. Now save, click on build now. See, it's executing SonarQube report. Still it is executing. So SonarQube report executed successfully. Now we can go here, just refresh it. See, Node.js app application sample. Right. See, today it is October 7, 8:59 a.m. It is executed. Like this, you can execute the SonarQube report for your Node.js project. After executing SonarQube report, what is the next step? We need to upload that artifact into the artifact repository. Right. So if you want to upload artifact into artifact repository, first we need to configure that repository URL. So if it is a Maven, we are going to configure in the form.xml. So if it is a Node.js, we are going to configure in the package.json. Okay. So first let me create a repository in that here. Okay. You can sign in. Admin password. So go here, click on create repository. So create repository. So here we are going to use that npm hosted because it is a Node.js. If it is a Docker hosted. So when we are discussing about the Docker, that time we are going to create a Docker repository also. Now we are going to use the npm hosted. So here you can give that Walmart Node.js. Okay, just you can give this name. So default disable redeploy, click on. So now take this repository URL, go to your project, okay, package.json, okay. Click on edit icon. So here you see that public config, publish config, repository, registry, okay, commit the changes. So where we are going to configure that credentials, if it is a Maven settings.xml, if it is a Maven settings.xml, we are going to configure. If it is a Node.js .npm rc, see this is the file. So if you see here, this is the token we are going to generate, right? Email ID, this one, token. So how we are going to generate the token? See here we have one command is there, echo -n. So username, this is the command you have to execute. Where I can, so this is the username, this is my password, guys. This is the username, this is the password. Open SSL. Just execute this command. Open that git bash or mobile star. Okay. Or if you have connected Linux server also, not a problem. See, it is going to give. Just take this one, go to your repository and you can configure. So already I have configured the same. So let's go and see. .npm rc. Click on edit icon. So here, just give that one. Okay, commit changes. So like this, you can generate the token and you can configure it. Right. So now you can go to your job. You can write that one stage upload artifact into Nexus. Flower bracket open, close, hit the enter. So here you can use that sh. So what is the command, guys? So if it is a Maven Java project, we are going to use mvn deploy. So if it is a Node.js, we are going to use that npm publish. npm publish. So you can use here npm publish. npm publish. Okay, save it. Click on build now. See here, it is published. Right. Now you can go here, and if you want, you can see it. Go to that artifactory, browse server contents, browse Node.js. See here, it is going to create a tar file and it is going to upload. If you extract this zip file, you will see that Node.js source code. Right. However, it is going to create a jar where or here for our Node.js project. It is going to create a tar file and it is going to upload here. Right. So if you want to use this one, see here, we are going to use the npm install this Node.js. Okay. However, we are going to use the dependency tag, like that you can use this one. Okay. Then what is the next? We need to deploy this application. Deploy means here, if it is a Java project, we are going to deploy into the Tomcat server. Here no need, just we are going to run. Okay, how we are going to run the Node.js application. So if you want to run the Node.js application, we are going to write one more stage. Okay, run Node.js app, or run the application, your wish. So here, how we are going to run application? So for that one, we are going to use that npm start. So why I need to use that command only? If you see, if you go to your Node.js project, I have given already steps. So if you want to start the application, npm start. Where I have configured this one, if you see, definitely guys, each Node.js project, it contains that app.js or server.js. So for this, app.js is the main entry point for your application. Okay, so if you go and see, I have configured this app.js in the package.json. See here, start node app.js, or if it is a server.js, app node server.js. So like that, each Node.js application, it should contain that app.js or server.js. This is the entry point for your Node.js application. So now I can use that sh npm start. So I want to run my application in the background. So for that one, along with the command, suppose you want to run one command, Linux command in the background, which symbol we are going to use? And symbol. Okay, save it. Now click on build. Even your Java code is available in, go to that Jenkins home directory where lib Jenkins workspace or Node.js project. See, so see, your code is here. Even I have created some scripts for running Node.js, stopping that Node.js application, run the test cases under. Okay. So it has failed uploading artifact because it is already there. Na? So what you will do, you can go here and click on repositories, read apply. We need to enable that one. See that log if you want console output. You get that error. Repository does not allowing updating assets because read apply we have now will not get error. See, it's successful. Now application is running. Right. So now how to access the application which is running? Very simple, guys. So take this server URL because it is running in the same Linux server only. So HTTP, okay, and port number. So if you go to your application, so click on app.js. We are using that port number 9981. Sir, all these things we need to take care. Don't worry, the developer will take care. Okay, so for this one, and I have created one context path / Mithun Technologies. You can use this one. Then you can use separate server also, but now I have deployed in the same Linux server. So unable to connect. So let's see whether it is started or not. Or directly you can go here, node app.js. Just execute this one. And now just refresh it. See, so somehow it is not run. I executed manually. See here, node.js app. Right, everyone can able to access it now. Even you guys also. Just go here. You guys can able to access the same way. If you see here, multiple context paths are there. JSON data. So use that context path JSON data. See, it is going to give in the JSON format. So like that, as a developer, he is going to develop this Node.js project with various context paths, and with that one we can able to access it. Clear, guys? Anybody have any questions? Okay. So guys, Jenkins is over. So tomorrow we are going to start that resume preparation. Don't miss this one. So how we need to prepare our resume, and also we are going to discuss about that roles and responsibilities as a DevOps engineer. As a DevOps engineer, how we are going to implement this CI/CD process, what are the roles and responsibilities, and agile topics. All these things we are going to discuss in tomorrow class. So Arvind is asking, sir, how we can update that without downtime? So for that one, we are going to use that Kubernetes. So Dayanand is asking, sir, do we have class this on Saturday? Yes, maybe like 40-50 minutes time. Okay, because that is extra topic for you guys I am covering. Okay, so what is monitoring tools? Various monitoring tools, right? So what are the monitoring tools we are going to cover? Only this batch I'm extra covering this extra topic guys Saturday. So whatever I'm giving Saturday, 40 minutes or 1 hour topic, that is extra I am covering for this batch. So next topic is AWS. So this is going to take maybe after 2 days because we are going to give some time guys, 2 or 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, maybe Sunday, Monday, or Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 2 days we are going to give. Yes, my last class is on Saturday. Okay, later you can enjoy it because no one is going to scold, na? So this one we are going to cover start on maybe like October 13th. October 13th, because we are going to give 2 or 3 days holiday for practicing purpose, not the Dasra holidays. Okay, you guys, Dasra holidays, you are not a children, na? Hmm? So Arvind is saying no one is dash dash, we are going to miss your scoldings. Hmm? Bala sir will scold? No, he is not going to scold. Okay? So but once he will get angry, no one will be there in the class. First of all, he is not going to get that angry. If he is getting angry means definitely permanently we are going to be removed from that Mithun Technologies. Okay, so when is our course approximate? So October, November mid guys, November, maybe maximum November end. November end we are going to be complete. Will you join again, attend ending? No, Gokul, I don't have any topics to cover. Maybe we'll see, I will take Ansible or something. Okay, you want farewell party? Definitely come to the Bangalore training center, I will give. Okay, so guys, when I'm giving that classroom training, na, so usually we'll go to that. So even I was taking that Sunday also, the special classes. Okay, so that time definitely with 5 to 10 people we are going out every weekend. So that's why I got very fatty, and I got that some health issues like fatty liver. Hmm? After that, I have stopped. I was not taking that non-veg. Okay, so like that, we are very friendly nature to our all the students. Even 5 years back, whoever that batch students, na, still I have very good contacts, and they're calling me. They're calling, sir, come to my marriage. So come to my children birthday. So, but unfortunately, we didn't go for some of my students' marriages because of this corona. So one guy is he's keep on calling me, sir, you should come for my friend my marriage, and I want to see that Rajamandri, the marriage, Prakasham marriage. Some I want to go like a boat, but I missed that one. Yes, Rajamandri. Many of my students are there. Okay, so they are keep on calling me, sir, come at least one time to this place. Hmm? Yes, Palakondlo, Papikondlo. Yes, but definitely we are going to one day will come to that place. Many of my students are there in Kakinada. Sir, come to Kakinada also. Hmm? Okay, guys, thank you. Definitely, even after our classes also, be in touch with me. Definitely, I am going to give you that career guidance. Not only now, after 4 years, 5 years, at any time you can come and call me. Definitely, I am going to help you. Hey, go in this way, learn this tool. I will give that guidance. Okay, thank you, guys. Anyway, tomorrow also class is there, na? Don't worry. Okay, 2 more days are there to scold you guys. Hmm? Okay, especially for irregular fellows. Hmm? For irregular fellows, Bhaskar sir is the villain. For regulars, Bhaskar sir is the Guruji. Correct, na? He's good guy. You people are thinking, but some guys are thinking, "Arey yaar, every time he is scolding and he is using that abuse words." Huh? He's very bad guy. Correct, na? Okay. Thank you, guys. So sorry for I took 18 minutes your time. No problem, na? Okay, already some guys are already left. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. Don't miss anybody tomorrow session. Okay? Bye.